Maybe you're feeling a little wild, maybe you're feeling a little expressive. I've got the perfect place for you to stop by. A new gallery called the Alice Wilds in Walker's Point, and their exhibition, Shane Walsh, Xpressor. Let's go in and talk with Shane about his new body of work. So we're here at a new gallery in Walker's Point called the Alice Wilds, chatting with artist Shane Walsh. Shane, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And so you have a series of new paintings. A lot of them are really large, some are smaller, but it's a body of new work in the show called Xpressor.
Right.
And what were some of the ideas behind these new pieces?
Well, the series is based off of sort of black and white photocopy collages. So a lot of the work starts off as sort of like small scale studies and works, and then over time sort of evolves into these sort of more polished sort of finished paintings. But a lot of it too is about trying to negotiate the intersection between modernist abstract painting and also a lot of my experience in sort of like 90s like subcultures like graffiti, skateboarding, punk, and sort of hip hop world. So I have that sort of photocopy collage aesthetic with it, but also with sort of ideas and sort of problems related to like modernist painting too.
I think one of the interesting things about that too is the whole idea of a photocopy. You know, it's something on paper, it's these machines, it feels kind of old school, at least at this juncture when we're so used to digital scanning and you never actually touch a real thing. Is that how some of these originated, like by actually using like paper and machines?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, going to Digicopy and asking for the crappiest, can I say that? Photocopy machine, and then just manipulating and moving it around, just sort of like, you know, what it is, like a teenager or a 16-year-old, just trying to get the actual photocopies that then become the material to make the collages out of. So yeah, the analog, old school, like physical tactile stuff is absolutely a part of the process.
Wow, and it has that definite feel, and what's remarkable too is that they're paintings, but they retain that sense of collage. You have such a meticulous way of putting things together. Like your brush strokes, the tonalities, and it really has that sort of feeling of grayscale, toner, and things moving about. So for the source images, you didn't actually know like what they were just kind of...
I sort of made indexes of different types of marks, thinking about like the different traditions within abstract painting, like expressive, or sort of structural marks, or and so then I would just make huge sheets of those, and then take those to the photocopy them myself, and then use those as the elements that I would cut up and make the collages out of it, and became the paintings.
Oh, fascinating! Wow. And so these are also enlarged quite a bit, most of them.
Yeah, and there's also like the material problems too, because I wanted them to not just be sort of literal translations of the collages, but there was also a gap between the collage and then how to make that into the painting. So it was a lot of sort of material problem solving and just sort of like fun and playfulness that went into sort of trying to figure out how the translation happened into the actual painting.
So you mentioned also that you're thinking about like expressionistic painting and hip hop and sort of 90s culture, skateboarding and things. Were there like particular people or bodies of work or things that came to mind, like your own sort of reference points that you were thinking about as you were putting these together?
Yeah, I think it mostly has to do with the sort of the process of that, rather than referencing like actual images. Just sort of like the process of collaging, and sort of sampling from like a sort of a history of modernist tendencies or ideas about that. So yeah, I think it's more of like a general thing that became sort of built in, sort of like baked into the process.
Nice. And do you see this as like another sort of jumping off point for your work?
Yeah, well, yeah, I think that, you know, just in terms of the process, like it's really generative and it keeps giving. It's like these sort of keep being productive in terms of how I'm making them. So I'm just trying to keep up and follow where it takes me.
Yeah.
Next month, I'm going to do or later this month, I'm doing a painting for the Thelma State Art Center in Fond du Lac, which will be a 24-foot painting by 7 feet, so it'll be even larger than this. So we'll see what happens.
Wow, that is exciting. Wow. And you know, thinking about projects and things, how did you become involved with the Alice Wilds? Because it's really one of the newest galleries in the city. It's a really cool, gorgeous space in Walker's Point.
Yeah, this is the first solo show in the space, and I just formed a relationship with John and Tina, the gallery directors, and I'm just going to go from there.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, come down and see it at the Alice Wilds. And Shane, thank you again so very much.
Thanks a lot, Pat.
All right, and this is Kat Kniever's for Shepherd Express Visual Arts.